Are you somebody that feels stiff in your mid-back, or maybe you're a golfer and you just feel like you cannot turn the way you used to? Or maybe you're just somebody that every time you pick something up and rotate, it just feels really stiff in your mid-back and you don't feel like you have the mobility that you once did. If that sounds familiar, this video is going to be great for you. Hey, I'm Dr. Putney with Wellington Family Chiropractic, and today I'm going to go over a new exercise that I just learned that I love and gets instant results. So I'm always looking for new rehab exercises or stretches or ways to mobilize areas that tend to give my patients problem. I came across this one recently. I've been using it a lot and I just really like it. It does a good job and anybody can give it a shot at home. And it literally changes your range of motion very quickly. You can almost retest immediately and notice better mobility. So the way that you'll do it is I'm going to sit on the corner of my table here, kind of spread my knees apart. And it's important for this area, the hips down, to stay still because we're going to be rotating our torso or our rib cage. I've seen this exercise done on stools. I've seen people sit backwards on like dining room chairs, just so when they sit down, there's something keeping their inner thighs from rotating too much. So we don't want the legs moving that much. So what we're going to do to set up the exercise is first you're just going to kind of test what kind of range of motion in terms of mid-back rotation you have. What I have patients do is just kind of lightly clasp their hands here, and that's because I don't want the hands coming here as you rotate, because that's a lot of shoulder movement. It's not necessarily movement in your mid-back where we're trying to achieve that. And then try to keep your head over the middle of your chest. So I'm going to show you here first. My mid-back is stiff, but as I come here, that's about my range of motion. So that would be where I'm at right now. Again, my legs aren't going forward. So to do the exercise, you rotate as far as you can, and then you're going to laterally flex. So what I'm doing is I'm tilting as far as I can when I'm at that point of furthest rotation. So what I've had patients do is we'll do 5 lateral flexion movements as far as you can, keeping it rotated as far as you can. Now, if you watch me retest, I'm now going to be turning further, and I'll do another set, going as far as I can into lateral flexion and rotation. Now, if I retest that same range of motion, a lot of times you'll notice I'm getting more and more range of motion. So I can do 3 sets of 5 at my end range, and I can tell you that really works those joints. And come back, reset, and turn, and I've gained a good amount of rotation just from doing 3 sets of 5. You can then do it the other direction, go as far as you can, tilt. I'm tighter this way. We'll see if it works. Come back to neutral, rotate again. Ugh. And then rotate. So you see a big difference on my left side. What I've been doing personally, because this is an area I struggle with lately for some reason, I'm doing 3 sets of 5 on each side, and I've noticed it's really loosened up those areas between the shoulder blades and just below them, all where those ribs attach, that mid-back that just seems to stiffen up. And like I said, a lot of people just feel like they cannot rotate through their rib cage area or their thoracic spine. This is an easy thing you can do. It really helps. It works those joints in the multiple planes of range of motion. And again, you want to be moving your joints into these ranges that you lack at end range as much as possible to increase your range of motion. It's going to help with muscle tension, joint tension, achiness, and pain, and make you feel a lot better. And if I was fortunate enough to golf today, maybe I wouldn't slice it out of bounds because I'm rotating better, but no promises there. So give this exercise a shot. I think it'll really help, and I'll talk to you soon.